Oh, no, 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 no. There are millions of friends sleeping with you, and we're actually gonna resolve that with this very first item. I will tell you, this has sold out virtually every time we featured it on the air. Huge in Japan. They're all about cleanliness, as we know, and becoming just a massive success here in the US. All right, so Alexandra, what are we looking at here, my love?
10 million dust mites. Those are little critters you're sleeping with.
I thought I was just in bed with my 2 dogs and my husband.
And your husband, oh no.
Nope.
You have 10 million uninvited guests that are inevitable. They're feeding off your shedding dead skin cells so if you're alive, no matter how OCD you are, the skin cells are shedding and they are eating off of that. The Raycap Light is your answer. It's the solution that you've actually been looking for. So this is not only it's not just a vacuum, it's actually a fabric sanitizer. So I'm going to show you how this works, whether the bed is made or not made. Okay. It doesn't matter, stripped or unstripped. You simply turn it on.
So you plug it in first.
You plug it in.
Okay.
Turn it on.
Now what is this doing?
Hold on, let me just go through a couple of strokes. I can do this on the mattress. I can do this right on the sheet. See how it's vacuuming, but it's not picking up this delicate sheet. See how delicate?
Oh, true, yeah.
Right? Normally it would be sucking all that up. See, I can pass this right here. I can keep going right on my beautiful throws.
So if my dogs have their favorite blanket on the couch.
There you go. And then your pillows, you wanna make sure you get all underneath. And then the pillows. I'm gonna stop. They would prefer if we're not chatting too much when we have our beautiful products on because, the sound that they're making. But what this is doing is it's doing 3 things. There's a UV light that is working underneath. The UV light is 6 inches long and it's actually disrupting the DNA of all of those dust mites. Then it has a pulse. It's got pulsating action. So it's actually shaking and loosening the little teeth, the little claws. We have video that's going to show you.
Claws?
Their little claws, yes. And then we are actually going to suck them out of the bed. So this is ingenious. And if you'll notice, whether you're working with your bed that is completely stripped, if you want to do this on the day that you strip the bed, you can. But Suzanne, did you notice how I was able to pass Raycap right on the linens, right on these feather light microfiber sheets, and it wasn't pulling the sheets right into the unit. And that is so important. So let me come over here and show you what's really going on here. Okay. First of all, this is what it's all about. Suzanne.
Oh, good
Did you
Lord.
see the dust cup? Look at the dust cup.
No, I didn't see it till now.
I want you to see that. Is that the gross factor or what? Because this is what your this is the large dust box. It is going to be pulling up all of the particles, the dust, the fecal matter, the dust mites, the unhatched eggs, all of that is going to be picking that up. This is I brought this jar. Oh, gosh, this is from my house.
That is disgusting.
Now, I keep a pretty clean house, but it doesn't matter. This is a jar full of the dust that I pulled out of my own Raycap. So the way that this it works 3 ways. Remember I mentioned the light, you plug this in, you turn this on, and you give it a press for 3 seconds. Here is that UV light. You see how this is 6 inches long, and that UV light is what is disrupting the DNA of the dust mites. It's going to cause their unhatched eggs that you are sleeping on every single night from actually hatching. And you can see that the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, says an estimated 10 million are inevitably in our mattresses. No matter how clean your sheet set is, no matter how clean you keep your home, the dust mites are wanting to be as close to your skin as possible. This is fact. It's almost like 300 years ago we didn't know about bacteria, but we knew about the fever, right? Well, now we know. If you're suffering from allergies, if you're suffering from itchy eyes, itchy skin, you're hacking, coughing at night, it is probably because of the dust mites, okay? Now, it has to be the right calibration. Remember, it wasn't sucking up the sheets. It has to be just the right calibration. And so I want you to see how when I turn this on, the vacuum, it's not the type of suction that is going to pick up nails. You know, it's just the right calibration. So it's done in a way so that's just the right calibration and it's not too much suction. The other thing that's going on, it has the pulsating pads because remember, we have to loosen them. So when I turn this on, you just press this for 3 seconds and then you press again. Underneath, not only the UVC light, but look, can you feel that?
Yeah,
I'm gonna show you that. You can hear it, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Those pulsating pads, can you see the water dancing there? Look at that, I have to really hold it in place so it doesn't go flying off. That's really important. So remember, the suction, the pulsating pads, and that UVC.
Okay, I gotta ask you a question.
Is very strong to kill.
Okay, let me ask you.
Yeah.
When did you first get this product to try it?
They mailed it to me. I immediately filled up. About maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay. So what was your experience the first time you passed it over something? And what was it? What did you do first?
The first thing I did was my bed. And I was so shocked that I was really thinking.
Were you like totally grossed out?
Clean bed, clean comforter underneath.
Your sheets, I'm sure, were nice.
Everything was clean. And the box filled up so quickly, I was floored.
Oh, no way.
It filled up so quickly, I posted pictures all over Facebook, all over Home with Alexandra Facebook. Because remember, you start with a very clean cup. See, when you get this at home, you're gonna say, I don't know, that girl, that Alexandra, that home BFF, I don't know if she's really telling me the truth. So you get this home, you start with a clean cup, you plug it in, you turn this on for a few seconds, okay? And then it turns green, and then it goes on. And now, how else, Suzanne, would you clean this? How else are you going to do an upholstered chair?
Here's what I would do. I would think, well, great, I've got my upholstery cleaner, right? Like I'll use my Hoover or my Bissell or something, right? And literally clean the upholstery. But it's really not attacking that when you just clean your upholstery, is it?
Correct, no.
Right, this is a whole different ballgame.
This is a whole different ballgame. Look, even my decorative pillows with all of the glitter and the shimmer. And now I am able to kill 99% of viruses, E. coli. I am able to get all of the bacteria because just a few seconds of exposure with that UV light, that is going to kill 99% of all of those viruses. It's going to kill and eliminate and destroy all of those dust mites. This is so critical to understand how this is working. And it's got the brush inside. So you've got the pulsating action. You've got the, see how it's pulsating and making the little claws literally lift up. That's the UV light, UVC, a particularly strong spectrum. Those are the dust mites. Oh, they are translucent. You cannot see them. There's no way escaping. They are in the fibers in your home. Suzanne, you're gonna go home, you're gonna think of me. I don't mean to gross you out.
I will not get a good night's sleep.
I am so sorry that you're not gonna get a great night's sleep tonight.
And I gotta say what's happened. Virtually every time we've had this on the air, it is completely sold out. I get it. I mean, because that's, you think it's you, your partner, but you're by yourself, or maybe a couple pets sleep with you. You got a whole bunch of uninvited guests who were sleeping right there with you. And have you ever gone to sleep at night and then you felt something kind of funny? And you're like, gosh, what was that? You're not quite sure. It could be the creepy crawlies, right? But I want to point out how we did on the value tonight. Now remember, it's sold out at the full price a couple of different times. We're actually $30 off tonight. And, or was it only 20? Well, 20 still, oh, my math is terrible. We're $20 off tonight, which is still great. And I just want you to note we have free shipping, which saves you more money. And then I really want to point out FlexPay on this, because I think, for me, I look at this and go, okay, I get it, that's cool. All right, how about if you pay $33.99 over the next couple of months, what is it, 5 months? And you get to test it out. And here's the cool thing. We have until the end of January to return it. So what I would do is if you're kind of skeeved out like I am, and you're wondering why you got the sniffies and all that going on, I'd get it home and try it. If you don't have a cap full of this weird stuff, then you can send it back for a refund by the end of January. But for me, that's kind of how I would test it out. Because I do think it's a very unusual concept.
It is, okay. So it was developed by an immunologist, someone who specializes in allergies. He wanted to get to the root of the problem. So he created this, Dr. Michael Lee out of South Korea, and now he's in Japan with his company. These are made in Korea. It's an incredible product, but even in Japan, cleanliness is almost, you know, a religion. And so working with UV, now you can purchase a UV wand. Can you see that UV light? You see that little teeny, what am I supposed to do with this? So now I pass this little tiny UV wand all over my mattress. It takes forever. So now I have dead animal, nothing's being removed. Now you can also suffocate. You can take a allergy pillowcase. Now whatever was in your pillow has suffocated.
Right.
And now you're sleeping on it, and this is like plastic. This is not the solution. We want to get to the root of the problem,
right.
and the root of the problem is the suction. The root of the problem is the UVC light, and the root of the problem is also using those pulsating pads, making sure the pads are vibrating.
Okay, really quick, I'm gonna do two things. One, I gotta give you an update of where we stand and how many we have left. We don't have a lot of these back in stock. We started with about 900. I have a little over 600 right now, so obviously you guys are getting this. Can I read some reviews though, honey?
Yes,
these are
compelling.
Excellent.
I'm gonna go do a little more.
Here we go. This has, right now I'm holding in my little hand 2 full pages of perfect 5 stars on a product that you look at and go, I've never seen it. Actually, it's the first time I've seen it is tonight. I didn't even know about it. I'm thinking, okay, this makes sense. I love this. Miss Magoo said, we cleaned all 7 of our beds, and it's incredible what we cleaned out of our bedding and our mattress. Every house should have this. Imagine 7 beds? All right, this is Beauty Fan in Florida. The device worked really well. It's very well built. You can see and feel the quality, very well made. Now, Jody in Ohio, this is one of my faves. You ready? I can't believe the skin-looking particles that were in the dust cap after vacuuming the bed. Yuck, I will continue using. Okay, that's only 3 of the reviews.
Can you imagine that? And it's just so simple to use. So here's what's going on, very simple. You suffer from allergies, your nose, coughing, hacking. These are the 10 million dust mites that are probably in your mattress. For sure, if you are alive, you are shedding dead skin cells. The dust mites feed and live off of the dead skin cells. So you have to remove the dead skin cells, you have to remove the dust mites, you have to remove their carcasses after they die, and their unhatched eggs. Oh, and their fecal matter. All of that is in your bed. So Raycop is so, now in my home, I use this 2 to 3 times a week. We have a dog who likes to lay in the bed. It takes me just a couple of minutes. It doesn't matter if the bed is made. Do you see what I'm talking about here? Anything that's already on the bed. It's lightweight. It only weighs about 5 pounds, just so you know what's written on the website.
Really
they have it a little bit too high. It actually weighs only about 5 pounds. Do you see how slowly I'm going by? This way, viruses, bacteria, dander, pet dander, you are now able to pass this over your pillow and really do this without chemicals, without caustic sprays. This is so effective. And because you're getting this home, you're feeling better. As your home BFF, I want you to feel better. I want you to have a healthier home. I don't want you coughing. I want you to really get to the solution. This is the solution that you've been looking for, and it's so easy. Did you see how this takes me just a couple of minutes to actually do?
Okay, I can't
It's
imagine
not a big process.
And if you have pets,
it's just,
like,
you know,
my doggies are
process.
always up on the couches or on the furniture all the time, and we have fabric couches all over the house.
Yeah,
you
see?
imagine what you'll pull out of those? And again, it's not like taking your Bissell or your Hoover and doing upholstery cleaning. This is a completely different concept. That's clean. This is actually being able to really reach down and get the little critters that we don't want to be hanging around with. All right, here's what I want to do. Right now I have 478 left, so, and we have 300 of you now trying to get this, which is a good idea because it looks like it's on its way to selling out. I'm just gonna read this one too. Clean, sanitizes, and refreshes the bed, mattresses, and living room. It's so easy to use.
It is easy.
This other gal in Florida said, I used it as soon as it arrived.
Good.
And she said, the dust that came from my mattress and pillow, and in big caps with an exclamation point, she goes, yuck. She said, but it's gone now, which is great. I bet you it actually makes your home smell cleaner.
You know what? There's superficial cleaning, like when we brush our teeth, and then we always go in, whether quarterly or twice a year or once a year, to have our teeth deep cleaned. We have to get a good cleaning. I like products that provide a good cleaning. And this is not just washing the sheets. This is not just spraying something on the mattress. This is really doing a 3-pronged approach. It is going to expose them to the UV light, that 6-inch light. It is going to have that pulsating action to shake them out so that they're loosen, all that particle, and then it's going to extract. Now there are 2 filters. You receive the large filter. Do you see this larger filter in my hand? That's the one that everybody's eking about and freaking out because it gets so filled and dirty. You rinse this under the water, you pass your fingers just under the water, let it air dry. This is what it's supposed to look like when it's clean. But then you also have the HEPA filter, and that HEPA filter is the one that's really capturing those tiny particles all the way as small as 0.03. One strand of hair is 100 microns. This is capturing 0.03 in microns.
All right, love,
so
we are all done.
We're all done.
To wrap it up.
You see?
It's now sold out yet again. Thank you.
It is?
Yeah, thanks a lot.
God,
thanks for
thank you so much. This is such a good gift for yourself.
All right, coming up, stay with me. We have even more goodies to solve a lot of home problems, so stay right there.
Welcome to Generation Wow. For over 75 years, HP has been the leader in innovation, pioneering technology through cutting-edge products and forward-thinking solutions. HP makes life better for everyone, everywhere. From laptops and desktops to monitors and printers, the visionaries at HP create experiences that amaze. Let their experts help you reinvent how you work, play, and live. HP and HSN. Keep reinventing. Only on HSN.
The thing I love most about shopping at HSN.
Do I have to pick just one?
I'd have to say FlexPay.
It allows me to get the things I want now
And make monthly payments.
Without any interest or fees.
I got a new mattress for the guest bedroom, a fabulous cookware set for my sister's wedding,
and a little something just for me.
FlexPay gives me the flexibility to buy what I need now.
without the stress of having to pay for it all at once. And no interest. Beat that layaway.
You're watching HSN, and I'm Suzanne Runyon, and we're here to solve a whole lot of problems. So, everybody had Christmas, you had the holidays, the kids got all those battery-operated things, and you got some new electronics and their batteries too, and already you've had to make a run to the store to get brand new batteries because everybody sucked the life out of them. Well, what if we were able to put the life back into those batteries? And that is what we do with the famous Renew It. This is the Deluxe Home Battery Regenerator, not recharger, which is a big deal. It's called a regenerator, and we've got it back in stock, and it was saved for our hour together. We have 5 flex on this, which is awesome. It's only $10.19 over the next 5 months. And I have Bill, who I understand you just literally flew in.
Just for you.
Are your arms tired?
My arms
Sorry,
are
that
tired.
is the corniest, oldest joke.
But you know, I can regenerate them.
So what's the difference? Because people think, well, I have batteries that have to be rechargeable batteries.
Right.
But this is called regenerating.
Well, that's just it. There are rechargeable batteries out there. They're a little more expensive. They're harder to find. This will actually regenerate the batteries we already own, the ones that we've become accustomed to. Because we go and grab that flashlight when the power goes out, and what happens? We're like, do I have that battery? Is it a C? Is it a D? Just take those batteries that you already own and go to your Renew It. So this is the head scratcher. This D battery, I do not have to go buy it. I go to my Renew It, and I can be recharging 8 batteries at the exact same time.
Wait, now this is a standard battery.
Exactly,
Okay.
standard, not rechargeable. It'll actually recharge your rechargeables as well, but the copper top ones, the bunny ones, all you're taking care of. But D, C, AA, AAA, 9 volt, and you see our little display down there? It shows how they're matriculating up. So I have about 6 batteries in there, and if you can see down here, it says it's okay. So this D battery, I don't go buy another one. I just take out that one that was regenerated, put in the one that needs to be regenerated. It'll regenerate them dozens of times over to 99% of their original strength.
Wow.
And look, I didn't have to go buy another battery. I didn't have to make an extra trip. So that takes care of all of those battery needs from, yes, the kids' toys, the wall clock in the kitchen, the remote controls that, you know, the batteries go out on those too. But what makes it deluxe is you see how it becomes that caddy, that placeholder for our tablets, because it also has USB
smart.
charging. So the fitness trackers, the cell phones.
That's an upgrade.
Huge upgrade. And it's
Yeah.
not just one USB port. There's a second one, that little caddy right down there in front. I'll try to show you how that, we can actually customize it. So it becomes a docking station for any kind of phone. You have the charging cord, you just need the power port. So now I am charging my phone, I'm charging my tablet, and all of those battery uses out there.
Okay, that's clever. That's actually a huge upgrade from our original one.
And that's just it. The original one just did batteries.
That's all it did,
You know,
yeah.
there was a purpose for that, but we've matriculated away from that a little bit because, you know, even like our flameless candles, how many people love these?
Do you know what I go through? We steal these little teeny mini Christmas light strings, and each of them need 3 AAA batteries. This is perfect. If you have all these candles, you know why we stop using these candles and stuff? It's because the batteries are so expensive.
Yeah, you have to go out and buy them again. I mean, each one of these candles needs 3 batteries, and we actually sell them sometimes with the batteries.
Right.
But if you actually would go to retail and try to get batteries, and guess what? The Renew It is not in retail because they actually want you to have to go out and buy batteries. I just needed 1 D battery for my flashlight, but I have to buy a 4-pack, or I need that one for the remote control and you have to buy the 24-pack. This alone could be about $25 for the D batteries, but what you're seeing is how it just takes care of all of the batteries we already already own. So just to get it home and regenerate the wall clock, the remote control, or anything, it's great. But all those new USB devices, the headphones, the speakers, the fitness trackers, the cameras, the tablets, the phones, you're covered.
Okay, so I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If I were to spend $50 at the store buying replacement batteries, let's say triple, or what's the bigger ones? Not Ds, but let's say the ones that they use a lot.
The AA's.
AA, okay, and AA's. How many would I get for $50, do you think?
For $50, you'd get plenty. I mean, I just bought some over the holidays as a backup because, you know, we gave toys. Want to make sure we had some extra batteries.
But
and
maybe.
the thing is, that was 15 bucks for about 30.
Okay, so okay,
Actually,
so
maybe 28. Yeah.
28, but once they're gone, they're gone.
And
then
that's
you're
just-
out there spending that over and over and over.
And that's why
for
this
that
isn't
same
in
amount
retail.
that you just bought on the holidays. Yeah, it is a great story. Kind of explain that, because stores don't want this in there. Like,
No.
if you go to a hardware store,
You won't see it.
one of the biggest businesses they have, are you out there buying extra batteries?
And that's just it. You're buying a pack of 4 batteries because you just need 1. You're buying a pack of 28 batteries
yeah.
when you need 2 because
but
it is
they
better
won't
value.
sell this because they lose their sales in the batteries.
That's just it.
Isn't
That's
that
why
funny?
batteries are on every end cap in the drugstores, the grocery stores, and the hardware stores. And the one thing you don't see is renew it.
So literally, this will pay for it the first couple times you recharge your batteries.
Easily.
Yeah.
And the fact that it becomes that docking station, the hub in your home
love
office.
that,
So
actually.
you know where your phone is. You know, actually you used to share a story about how you'd go home and plug in your phone, and then you go get your phone in the morning, and your son had unplugged it to plug in his phone.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, wait a second. Now you're not charged up. So now you can charge 2 devices at the same time, his and hers. You're not having to go back behind the computer because you have that USB charging, and you have the way to customize that.
Oh,
for
so you
either
can,
port.
how do you do this part?
So, okay. So
Because
this
I
again
have an Android phone.
is the upgrade. So actually right under here, there is a little port, so it's kind of hidden. You plug in your USB port.
Brilliant.
And then we give you the adapter so it becomes that docking station. So if you have a lightning cable, if you have micro USB, so it's always upright. You could go that far if you'd like, or you don't have to. You could just put it in the caddy and it just stays right there. Or do you like to watch cooking videos, crafting videos? It's that easel, but it's also not draining the battery, it's getting recharged. It's just a real win-win in terms of how we live our lives. Because you think about it. We go to the remote control, we're like, why is this not working? We hit it, we take out the batteries.
That almost starts fights in our house.
Right? And then you realize, why is it missing a remote control? Because someone pirated it to use it for their device.
On their gaming device.
And the thing is, we want to be connected and engaged and completely wireless. And it does add up. I brought actually the kitchen clock because in my mom's house, we were actually over the holidays. And she's like, no, that's the right time. Because for years, no joke, it would either be slow or it was off because she didn't want to get up there and have to get that battery down. Just one battery. And the other cool thing is, have you ever been there where it's like, it's just a remote control. I've got to get extra life. So what do? You take that battery out of the remote control. You come down to your Renew It. You put it inside here. I turned mine off. Actually, I unplugged it. And the thing is, what happens is that digital display right up there, that's going to tell you not only is it good and regenerated, but it will actually tell you that the battery is bad. That it cannot be regenerated again. And that's where you really, because, you know, we've done that. We've saved a battery a little longer than probably it should have, or like, you know, I'm going to use it again. But when it can tell you that it's bad, sure, recycle it. But when you know that you can get more usage out of a D and a C and a AA and AAA, or even those 9-volt batteries, like right there, that come out. These 9-volt batteries, they're on our, you know, smoke detectors. They always go out in the middle of the night. So what do? You take it off the wall, you add it to the list. I need to go get batteries, or you just pop it into the regenerator, and then by the time you need it in the morning, you put it back up and on the wall, and you're gonna be good to go. We all benefit from being wireless and what batteries can give us. But where the drugstores and the, you know, the big hardware stores make their money is they want us to buy batteries, and it's never just the one, it's the multi-packs. I just need 2 batteries for the remote control, but I gotta buy 10. And you think about the toys for the Christmas, you think about, you know, sitting outside in the summer dining season, the camping season, the preparedness season, you're going to be prepared because all of these things require batteries. And then the newer stuff, our headphones, our fitness trackers, all of this stuff can easily be charged and regenerated without any issue. It's just a go-to for every household.
Just think about how much money you could save. I mean, really, we're just eating through batteries in my household because really we have more and more remote electronics than ever before. So just, you invest in it tonight, use our FlexPay, $10. Okay, here's my goal for you, or my bet. Get this at home on our FlexPay using any major credit card for a little over $10. Use it all the way through the month of January. And if you haven't saved money on batteries to pay for it, I want you to send it back and then we'll give you your money back on it. So give it a try, why not? All right, so we're gonna keep moving jumping on because we have more great solutions, not only around your home, but really when you're out and about. Had this issue the other day. For some reason, I tend to get nails in my tires of my car. And a lot of times, in fact, every time, it's in the most inconvenient time in the world for me. Imagine if instead of going to, and I went to 2 different gas stations, the dumb air compressor was closed or broken. I even spent $1.50 at this one gas station, and the thing sounded like it was working and didn't work at all. And then you get desperate, because now you're like, I've got a tire, and you know how I know? My little electronic system alerts me that I have low air pressure. So I'm freaking out. I finally get the darn thing fixed, but it happened at the worst time. Now imagine if you never had to worry about that again, because you have a fully functioning air compressor, that is totally cordless. You literally can use this anywhere. And we're so excited because this is finally back. If you didn't see it during the holidays, we've got it in stock. It's our AirHark air compression system. Mr. Justin, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Honest to goodness, I spent $1.50 at one place, didn't work. I was so, went to the other place, I knew they had free air. That was closed, went to a third place, finally had to go to the tire place and beg them to stick some air in that tire because I didn't have time to get the tire changed.
I can't tell you how many times I actually ended up leaving with a pack of gum because I had no quarters. So I had a break.
So
they're like, well, we can't just give you change. You're gonna buy something. All right, so I'll get some gum. You don't have to do that anymore. You now have your air compressor. You don't have to worry about scrummaging and rummaging through your car and tearing everything apart to find those quarters. And if you have a flat tire at home, how are you gonna get to the gas station, right? This is why having an air compressor, and this is a true air compressor, at home, in your car, and in case of any of those emergencies is so important, and it's so easy to use. Obviously, it looks like a drill. It's very simple, and it's a way lightweight, more lightweight than you're gonna imagine as well. You have an LED display right here that's simple and easy to read. Is an on button, a plus and a minus. That's how you go and increase the PSI on your tires for your bike tire, for your vehicle tire. And then right here, we have everything that you need. You have your 6-inch hose. Simply go ahead and connect it right here. You have an LED light because, as Suzanne said, it never happens at the right time, right? Murphy's Law is real. And then we have all of our different attachments right here. We have the needle for any of our footballs, basketballs, and then any of our inflatables. So if you got any of those giant inflatables, those giant swans for the holiday season, and you're not wanting to blow those up when you get to the lake by using your lungs, this is now gonna be those lungs for you. So everything from your tires to all of your fun stuff is what you're gonna be using this for.
Now, why is compression important? Why is that different?
Well, the air compressor, it's so much more powerful, right? We think of air sometimes, we get one of those air mattresses.
Right.
Like, that's just blowing air. This is
that's
actually
just a fan.
That's just a fan. This is actually sucking in the ambient air and compressing it. And we're gonna show you just how quickly and how powerful this is. All I have to do is hit that power button, pull that trigger. I'm gonna go ahead and attach it to the basketball, and you're gonna see just how powerful this is and just how quickly it works.
So you can hear, it sounds like the gas station compressor.
Exactly. It's the gas station compressor just in your hand.
Isn't that awesome?
And you don't have to buy any quarters for it
And I love the fact that it's totally remote. Like you're not tethered to an electric cord trying to find electricity in the middle of the parking lot at night at the mall when you have a flat tire.
Right. Well, and what if, you know what if it's your lawnmower? You're not going to be able to go ahead and attach a cord, even if you have one of those giant air compressors. How are you going to get to the lawnmower? How can you get to your vehicle sometimes with those air compressors? This is completely wireless. We have about 20-minute runtime on this. What's great as well is that this has a little attachment on the bottom for your battery. You can detach it and use it with just your, and attach it to your cigarette lighter, your DC adapter inside of your car.
Get out of here.
So if you run out of battery or you don't want to use the wireless, you use the battery itself, go ahead and plug it into inside your vehicle so you can use that as well.
How smart is this? This is the second attachment that comes with it.
Yep.
And look at that big long cord. So if you've got to get to the tire, look how long that cord is so you can get outside and actually blow. Or I'll tell you what, if you go camping or you go to let's say you go camping and you have blow up mattresses, can you imagine how awesome it would be to blow them up with this as opposed to your lungs?
I'm telling you, the big thing is this giant swans. We've all seen it, right? We've got a girl in our family who's just been dying for one of the giant unicorns, giant swans. This is gonna be your best friend, okay? The swan will be their best friend. But think about tires, right? Well, this is what we want it for, but of course all of the fun stuff. What I love about this is how simple and easy it is. We've already set to the proper PSI. We're then, with that plus and minus right here, then we're gonna pull the trigger. And then we're gonna walk away, Suzanne, because what I love about this part is that it's gonna automatically shut off. So it's never gonna overinflate. You set it to what you want it to, it'll inflate, and then it'll automatically shut off. So if you're freezing and you wanna get back inside, boom, it's done. Now you can get back inside where it's warm and off to where you're going.
And you know, that's my biggest fear. When I'm trying to figure out how much pressure I need in a tire, I'm always afraid I'm gonna overinflate. And believe it or not, I'm always worried I'm gonna explode it. Probably that would be hard to do, but I do worry about that. So it's nice that once you set it, it knows when to stop automatically.
Very simple.
I love that. So it's really idiot-proof.
It is.
Which I need when it comes to cars.
Look, we all do. Like, we're not all car mechanics, but what's great about this is, of course, it's something that we can all use. I mean, this is super lightweight. It looks like a drill. All you have to do is pull the trigger, right? Turn it on. Pull the trigger, and then you're off and going. So most of the time, you're gonna be inflating the fun stuff, the footballs, the basketballs, but in case of those emergencies, it'd be really nice to know that you have an air compressor at your disposal instead of having to drive somewhere and have to look for those quarters.
Oh my gosh, and there's so many things you can use it with.
Yes.
Like, I love all your examples over here, especially this.
Yeah, let's get the
wheelbarrow is a
wheelbarrow.
great example, because you've got a ton of rocks in there.
Yeah, so we have about 80 pounds, 70 to 80 pounds of river rock. Okay, you can see just how flat that wheelbarrow tire is. It's extremely flat. Again, just like we did with the bike, and I want you to think of this as a truck, as your vehicle. You're off, you wake up in the morning, of course, you got a flat tire and you got to run over to work.
Wait, hang on 1 second, Dustin, because we cannot see the flat tire. And I'm all about proving it here, okay?
Yeah,
there we go.
There
Thanks,
we go.
guys.
Okay, now you can see just how flat that is. Extremely flat tire. We wake up in the morning, we got a flat tire, we got to get to work, and then maybe we want to be able to get over to that car mechanic to get the plug for our tire. Simply go ahead, get it connected. You read the PSI that's on the tire, press that trigger. We set it right here with the LCD display, which is very easy to read. And then we walk away. And this is gonna lift up those 80 pounds of river rock. Now, that's nothing compared to what's gonna be your vehicle, of course. But this is the whole idea.
Still pretty heavy.
This could be your golf cart. This could be your dirt bike. This could be just your regular road bike. If you know somebody who commutes a lot on a bicycle, this is a great addition to just have in their backpack, just in case when they're riding. It is extremely lightweight. And again, if you can't get to it, now you can get to it since it's wireless.
Well, here's what I love too. I think a lot of times you finally have this free Saturday morning.
Right.
And you're like, kids, come on out. I know Dad's been busy. We've been busy. We're gonna go play shoot hoops. We're gonna go play basketball on the driveway. No, seriously. And you're like, we've got this moment. So everybody gets so excited. Finally, Dad's home from a trip. We're all gonna have this moment together. You go to get the basketball and it's just flat. So then you run around trying to find the pump, and of course the needle's always lost and or broken. And you're like, oh my gosh. And you know what's happened? That fun Saturday has just drizzled away. Like, it just became, oh, sorry kids, I can't inflate the basketball. Well, I think it's much, believe it or not, more than that. It's like going to the pool and going, oh, you can't play with that because I don't want to blow it up.
Right.
I'm serious. And the kids are like, oh, that's so sad.
I always say to my grandma, I don't know how you did it, because she would always have these giant inflatables for me, right? We would to my swimmies, and then all, you know, of course we got the swimmies, and then we got the other little castle thing, and the thing that shoots water. And we, I think, Grandma, you blew all that up yourself, and then this is how I would sound, right? Basically, grab my inhaler, okay, right? And so the other thing too is we end up not even deflating them.
Oh,
because you're like, because I got to reinflate.
You just shove them back in the car somehow.
You do. You need a whole nother car to put all of these inflatables back into. But we talked about, Suzanne brought up the attachments and never losing them. They all have a home right here. So they live right here. You never have to worry about losing them. It's very, very simple. Your hose lives on the very top right here. Very simple to go ahead and connect it. Then you go ahead and set it.
So wait, if I'm doing my tire, it's this one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Good point. This is where you connect to your tire. So this is going to be your attachment. So you're basically getting 3 attachments. This is for your vehicle tires, your obviously any of your bike tires and so forth. And then this right here is going to be basically for your inflatables. We brought up the air mattresses, your inflatables right here.
Gosh,
and the other one's going to be for your basketball.
Just for your air mattress. Because what happens is, even with the fan, it takes forever to blow them up. With this being compressed air, it's going to go faster. Well,
and the other thing too is, if you're thinking about going camping and you have one of those other air mattresses, or you know, if you have a lighter air mattress, this is a simple, easy way to go ahead and inflate all of those air mattresses that you bring with you. Right. Instead of having to bring a generator or something like that, this is going to do that power.
Well, also too, how many of you still have the fan that's supposed to click on and blow up your air mattress? I mean, is it still working? You know what I mean?
Right.
Most people, and you know how much you spend just to buy an extra fan to blow up an air mattress? This is worth it just to have it for that one purpose.
Yeah, I think we think about it being so multifaceted. Of course, this is for any of those extreme emergencies, and not even just emergencies. It's just, you wake up, you gotta get the kids to school, you gotta get to work, you got a meeting. It's always that time, right? It's never the right time for when you get the flat tire. Never have to worry about in your mind thinking, okay, what am I gonna do? It's as simple as going and grabbing your air hawk, setting it to what you need to do, your PSI and inflating your tire. And then you get to work, and then you can have the, you can have somebody, tow you from there or whatever, but you don't even need to do that now.
Sure. All right, on FlexPay, it's only $7 to get it home. Try it out. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Suzanne.
All right, so let me tell you what is coming up. I'm so excited. You know this, of course, the famous show Shark Tank. We have the #1 biggest business that's resulted from Shark Tank coming up in this hour. And also Andrew Lessman, who we go to for all of our great vitamins. He's gonna have a special little video for you in a bit. But stick around, Shark Tank, we've got their #1 item they've ever had and featured and sponsored. And it's coming up in just a second.
Hi there, Andrew Lessman here, and I just wanted to share with you our monthly special for the month of December. It's a vitamin that most people think they've heard of, but they're really not familiar with it, probably unless you've heard me speak about it previously. It's something we introduced a number of years ago, and other companies are finally catching on to it. But just because of the unique attributes of vitamin K, you don't typically see it in this form in a multivitamin. So it's generally only available on its own. And what makes vitamin K2 MK7 unique is it has nothing to do with blood clotting, which is vitamin K1. In fact, it has really nothing to do with vitamin K1 at all. But its most important role is the fact that it's involved with the regulation of calcium in our body. So whether we supplement calcium or not, calcium needs to go where we want it to go, in our bones, and stay there. And we don't want it to go into other tissues like our blood vessels or other parts of our body and calcify. And as our blood vessels calcify, they harden, and that's not a good process. Vitamin K2, MK7 has been shown to be associated with a more resilient blood vessel structure, more flexible arteries. So vitamin K2, MK7 is just a unique breakthrough that really has only been introduced over the past, say, 5 or 6 years. You've seen about it. We've seen it out there. We've had it for about 7 years. So vitamin K2, MK7, I can't overestimate its importance. I couldn't say enough to praise its benefits. And certainly, if you're going to be contemplating supplementing calcium, or if you just watch the health of your skeleton and the health of your arteries and blood vessels, you need to be focusing on vitamin K2, MK7. Of course, while we talk about vitamin K2, MK7, for those of you who want to supplement calcium, our CalMag product is the best and most mild way to do it. Calcium is typically something that's hard to absorb, that's difficult to tolerate, that upsets stomachs. Ours is easy to tolerate and is going to be sensitive and gentle, even to the most sensitive stomachs. So no matter how challenging your digestive system might be, our calcium magnesium product will work perfectly. And if you're supplementing calcium, whether it's mine or anyone else's, vitamin K2, MK7 is absolutely essential. I encourage you to read about more and do some research on vitamin K2, MK7. And of course, throughout the month, best pricing on both of these products.
And if you'd like to see Andrew's complete line, all you have to do is go to hsn.com and you can see just a whole host of really phenomenal products that he has here at HSN. I'm Suzanne, and I did a little tease before Andrew, and I said, hey, by the way, we're gonna have from Shark Tank, that famous show, that really kind of propels small businesses to the, the atmosphere. The #1 best-selling business that's derived from the show, and it's this. These cute, adorable, but hard-working smiley sponges. I love these things. They make me happy. I bought a whole set right before Christmas, and I put them all over my house. I have them in every bathroom. I have them in drawers in the kitchen. We have one by the grill. I've got them everywhere. And tonight, we took the #1 business ever to launch out of Shark Tank, and we bring it to you in a 3-pack, which actually is 9 of these phenomenal sponges. And you're going, Suzanne Runyon, come on already. They're just sponges. Oh, no, they're not. And I have dear Carrie here to explain why they are the #1 business ever to launch from Shark Tank.
Yeah, here we go.
I love these.
Power Flower. Powered by Scrub Daddy, absolutely. They've been on the show like 9 times now. Yeah. Most successful business, and a great guy, Aaron Krause, developed this proprietary, patented, you can't get it anywhere except right here at HSN. And basically, what we're talking about here is called Flex Texture, which means when it's cold, it's hard as a rock. It's tough. It's durable. It's like coral rock or something. You can scrub through anything without any chemicals. When it's soft, it's sensitive. It's warm. It's absorbent. It's moldable. But in independent laboratory testing, thing, it's proven to not hold an odor for 2 months. Now here's how we're gonna do it live. So we don't have a sink out here on this set, but I've got warm water over here, and I've got cold water over here. And I'm just gonna place the Power Flower from Scrub Daddy in these two environments, and now watch what's gonna happen live on TV. So I'm gonna take this out, give him a little squeeze, give him a little shake. I'm gonna put him down here, and I brought some weights in from the gym. So warm, right? Moldable. Look at that, absorbent, pliable, right? Like a sponge. Watch this. Are you kidding me?
That's awesome.
How great is that? 10-pound weight. It is no match for the Scrub Daddy. I can come over here again, and I can take this to a mess. This is browning gravy that's been baking on here.
Oh, that's thick too. You can actually hear it's thick.
You can hear how, yeah, you can scrape it. Like, I mean, if you take this thing and scrape it first, you can hear how bad that burnt on mess is. And here I am, just a little bit of elbow grease and no chemicals at all. Wow. And we use chemicals in places where we eat just because we've just been doing that for so long. But
oh my gosh.
Look at the result.
That is awesome.
No Brillo pad. This is an expensive, very delicate glass stove. Now I'm gonna go after this again. This is queso sauce, and like there's a little bit of egg in here, some mustard. It's just a mess. It's like being a kid again. And again, no chemicals whatsoever, right down the middle.
That's awesome.
Now, it's very sad, right? See how sad it is? I can make it happy again. Because I'm just gonna rinse it very thoroughly in warm water. And when you do that, it comes out fresh and bright and clean. And that's why in independent laboratory testing, it's proven not to hold an odor for 2 months. And now it's happy again.
Awesome. It's a happy sponge. You know what cracks me up? I put them in a bunch of drawers in the kitchen, and I put them in different places. Sure. And when I open the drawer, they actually make me smile.
They do.
I mean, I love it that they work. They really work.
If you got a sink right here, what I do is I put it right on here.
Oh.
And I see it every day. And it's like, how are you? Like a Bronx cheer, right? From when we were kids.
I open the drawer and this little happy sponge is looking at me with a big smile. It just makes you happier. But the fact is, they really work. And I love what you said a moment ago. These have been featured. What Shark Tank does is they do this look back and they'll check in on the businesses that they've successfully launched.
Sure.
This one they featured 9 times. It's been that huge. And obviously, if it's been that big, hugely successful in retail television, then you know it's going to work.
And that's why people get 2, 3, 4 sets of them. I gave them as stocking stuffers and gifts for, you know, a tennis coach and for all these other things. And people, they don't like these things. They love them. And form follows function. It's not just that it's cute, okay? This was seriously designed to be your best cleaning buddy. And it'll work on brake dust outside. It'll fit in the top rack of your dishwasher, so it will never smell. And here's what happens, right? The eyes have it, right? This protects your manicure. And now this will go where no sponge will go before, because how do you get into something like this? Well, bartenders love it, because this will go all the way to the bottom of a mug and get all the sides, the petals have a purpose, right? Whether it's a coffee mug.
Oh, that's always a tough one.
Absolutely,
to get a coffee.
Yep, absolutely. And then we've got a vase or vase, tomato, whatever you want to call it, all the way to the bottom, all the sides. If you're a baker out there, like me, look at this.
Oh, great.
Coinky dink? I don't think so. And the mouth, right? The mouth that roared. How about this? Before you're putting stuff in the dishwasher, the mouth is great for spoons and knives, forks, and even spatulas.
Let's get a bunch of stuff off.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, what's this for?
So this is just another big mess. If you've got something that's expensive china or something like that, again, it gets the sides while it gets to the bottom.
Oh, that's great.
And the beauty of this is peanut. Can you smell the peanut butter?
Mm-hmm. It's like chocolatey peanut butter.
This has been in there forever. And when you get these kind of results at home, you're going to realize, oh, this is genius. This is a cleaning tool that I'm going to use all the time, every single day.
And you know what? The very first time I bought these, I didn't even go on the air with them. I've never aired them before. This is my first time doing them. I watched it on television. I was watching HSN, and I was like, okay, those are the greatest sponges ever.
Yeah.
And so I went ahead and bought, and you get all of these. You get 3 packs. I thought it was 1 pack for $24.95. And honestly, the way they work, I thought that would be a pretty good deal. But when I realized myself that you get all 3, that's why they're everywhere. I now have them in every bathroom, and I like it because I keep them color-coded. I'm being a little nerdy, but that's what I did. So I know the white ones are the bathroom.
Right.
I know which ones are supposed to be in my kitchen. You also, I put them in the top of the dishwasher.
Yep.
And that brings them out beautiful and safe. You can wash them if you want to really sanitize them. It's really absolutely incredible how well they work. Now, my husband, he's a sponge guy, right? And I got him at home, and he's like, what the heck? I don't get it.
Skeptic.
I told him the hot, cold thing. I go, well, hot, cold, grill. He loves it for his outdoor grill.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Here's another hack, like they say on the internet, the kids say hack or like a tip, right? If you gave a lot of these as a gift, or you got these as a gift, this thing is, you know, it's just a pain. They're on everything, right? Yeah. So I put this in cold water. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the Scrub Daddy in cold water. It's not only going to rip through the paper, it's also, most importantly, going to get through the glue that's left behind, and this is what you're left with.
That's nice.
And it will never, ever scratch. Stainless, mirror, glass. Here's another one. If you have nice cabinets, if you've invested in a nice hardwood floor or nice cabinets, this is a beautiful piece of very expensive cherry. If I take a traditional sponge, which is stinky and nasty on one side and downright dangerous on the other side, and I start to go ahead and scrub this. Yeah. Can you guys see what's happening at home?
You're scratching.
I'm pulling the finish right off this cherry wood. Right. Now I'm going to take a Scrub Daddy, brand new, right out of the box. I can do this all day, and I will break a sweat, but I will never ever damage any surfaces. And we're running out of time, but anything, mirror, you got marble, you got any surface that you have, you can use a Scrub Daddy to clean it flawlessly.
And remember, our exclusive configuration is you get 3 boxes, which means 9 of these. And they're awesome. All right, 5 flex pay means $4.99 to try them out, and they really are a lot of fun. I just want to show you two. You want to see my bra? Oh, I got Carrie's attention.
I mean, is that a rhetorical question?
Sure, okay. Yeah, well, I just want to show it to you because I am wearing it, and you can actually see it, and you'll be proud to do it. It's the next evolution and the revolution of the Ah bra, which is the most famous bra in the world. It now acts also as a cami. We have a pack of 3. It is our today's special. I just want to give you a quick reminder because we're not seeing it again up until midnight. It's not on or airing another time, but the price, unfortunately, at midnight will go up pretty substantially. So if you haven't seen the Ah bra, check it out on .com. We have matching briefs to go with it. And please remember, the price is only good until midnight tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know we have a lot more coming up, so stay right there.
Coming up and you're looking to impress your friends, let me show you how to make this beautiful seafood broil using my DuraPan.
Let's do seafood for the dinner party. I'm about to set off.
Let's eat.
It's the best part.
The appraised values you see at HSN are set by independent, professionally certified appraisers. They determine, as closely as possible, the approximate retail cost of replacing or recreating the item, not the possible sell or purchase price. Because subjective estimates and judgments are involved, appraisals may vary by as much as 25%. Call your customer service rep for more information.
Look, I got good lighting. Do you see that? It's like that Star Trek Beautiful Woman lighting, if you watch Star Trek. How? Why? Because I got these really powerful little cool lights, and these are actually brand new, and we've never had them on the air before. So, where's the dark spot in your house? Is it under the cabinet in the kitchen? Is it that old closet because you don't have wiring there because it's an old house where you can never find matching shoes in the back of the closet? Is it the storage shed? Is it out in the garage somewhere? Is it an attic that's kind of creepy or a basement that scares everybody? Well, imagine being able to get really great bright light and really in a modern style using the premier of our Lights-All sliding cordless light switch, and it is a 3-pack. Now we have a great introductory price because this is brand new. It's never been on the air, for $19.95. And tonight, of course, 5 flex pays for only $3.99 on any major credit card. Hello, Matt.
Suzanne.
Good to see you.
Happy New Year.
And to you.
I love seeing new products from Premier, our friends at Premier.
And this one's really, really bright.
This is fascinating because what they've done is they've taken that Cobb LED technology that Premier is so famous for, which is the latest and the greatest technology, and they've put it in a light that is not only easy to install, peel and stick, which I love, and I'll show you more in a moment, but they've also put it in a light that is actually dimmable. So you can dim this down to less light. You can leave it all the way open for more light. It's completely up to you. Your only choice is how many sets and which colors do you want to get. But here's what you're getting. Remember, you're getting a 3-pack. So I'm going to show you one, but remember, you're getting 3. Now take a look at this.
Oh wait, and we have white, we have black, and we have gray.
Yeah, white, black, and gray, so you get your choice. Number 1, here's a nice smooth look. Now watch this. Here's what you do when you need light. All you do is you lift the little door, and look at that. There's the light. It's like that ship on that movie, you know, the Close Encounter kind of movie. Look at that. The more you open it, the more light you get. So now it's adjustable. You can go all the way down to just a little bit of light or wide open to all that beautiful. Look how super.
Wait, I gotta tell you, it is super bright.
It is, and I'm telling you, when you get these home, you're gonna pull the little tab because we give you the batteries. The folks at Premier, they said, we want you to get a right out of the box experience. We don't want you to run around looking for batteries. Now you get the batteries included. You're getting 4 AAA batteries that are included on the back. There's a couple different ways to mount this. Now I'm gonna grab one just to show you here. Here's the Premier. There's a little hole here so you can put a nail on, you can put a screw up anywhere, and you hang it in the darkest places in your home. Then they have peel and stick technology. All you do is you peel and you stick. Now I'm gonna show you this since I've got one open here. We've got tile here, and I wanna show you how easy this is to install. Think about tile. If you wanted to install something, Suzanne, this could be a backsplash, this could be in your bathroom, your kitchen, anywhere. You'd have to go out and get wire, you'd have to call out and call an electrician. I don't like that idea. I like peel and stick technology where you just peel it, you stick it, you press it on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. Now you've got it right where you need it the most. Now, take a look. What I just did, you're thinking, well, wait a minute, you just pulled it off of there. Watch, grab and go technology. The peel and stick puts that little metal disc anywhere that you want it, and now you've got a magnet on the back. So now, in a power outage, take it with you. If you want to go walk the dog, take it with you. You want to move it around, take it with you. How cool is that?
Really clever.
Is that neat?
Okay, so what I do want to explain is I think it's really tough on television to understand just how bright these are. They're very bright. For example, these lights that are on are facing you, and they're pretty well below me. No, seriously, it's funny.
I know.
They're well below me. For those to actually uplight my face, that means it's got to be a really bright light. And they're facing you. They're not even looking at me up here, and yet I'm lit up here. I can actually, wait guys, can I show you this? I want you to see this. We have no lights on in the studio. Those lights are down there below me, facing you. I can completely read my blue card just because those lights are on. That's just how powerful this is.
And we didn't do that on purpose. That's
no, we're just
like,
I
holy
just
cow.
Yeah.
This is our first presentation of these.
Right.
Take a look. We're going to drop the lights. I don't know if we can, sorry guys.
Don't do that again.
I don't know if we can drop the lights again, but we want to see, first of all, you see the cabinet here. Imagine the dark spaces in your house, whether it's a cabinet or a closet or whatever. Look at that.
The stairs going to the basement.
It disappeared. It's gone. Now watch. All I'm going to do is I'm going to slide the little slide down, and look at how bright that is. Watch, Suzanne. I can get it all the way over to the other side of the cabinet. Look how bright that. Watch. From 0
I am 100%
to hero in a matter of seconds. Look
Wait,
at
Matt,
that.
I got a question though. We've sold a lot of you know, remote lighting, like easy stick lighting.
Absolutely.
Would you agree with me this is probably the most luminous we've ever offered?
This is one of the brightest I've ever seen.
It's got to be.
And Premier, we had the switch lights from Premier that we sold literally millions of units, and I would say this one is, I can't even count. There's little, the little cob LEDs on there, and by the way, there again, there's that grab and go technology. I can't even count how many little spots there are on the little cob LEDs. Because it's so bright. When you get it home, again, you're gonna get the batteries, you're gonna get 3 units, but don't look directly into it. Get used to it first, and then you can judge how much light you need. I love it.
It's great.
And
in fact, you get a 3-pack tonight. Here's what I want you to do. This is one of those that I know you've got a spot that's really dark that drives you nuts. It's maybe the steps leading down to the basement, up in the attic in a corner. For me, I live in a 1920s little bungalow, and it's the closets. We have no power in the closets. We have no lighting in our closets whatsoever. You ever gone to work and you're wearing one black pump and one blue pump, and you're like, really? It's because you couldn't see. It might be the workbench. I'll tell you what I love is under a kitchen cabinet, much like they've done here.
Absolutely.
So imagine, maybe you just want more lighting in your kitchen cabinet. There's the closet. This will be amazing.
No more excuses.
You know what? I also love under the cabinets, but you know that low cabinet that's under your sink, and you can never really see what's back there. Maybe it's the shed. You don't have any power back in your shed, but you really need to find things late at night. Maybe you're putting your tools away or your gardening equipment. It'd be perfect for that. I love this too. Even if you have kids in your house and they're like, gosh, they want a little bit of a night light, but then when you really need a lot of light, it's going to give them that.
Absolutely.
I think this to me is terrific.
This is the next generation of lighting from Premier. Again, people you know and love, customer picks, American Dream Company from Peru, Illinois. I mean, these are real Americans working hard to bring you new, exciting products. And I'm really excited about this because, like Suzanne said, it took that Cobb LED, the super bright, to the next level where you can actually adjust how much light you want. Now, when it's just like that, look at that, it kind of disappears into my sweater there. Let me hold up a gray one. But look, you can see, it really looks, nice. Innocuous. If it was on a wall or something, you'd say, I'm not sure what that is. But look, now you want a little bit of light, bang, there's some light. You want more. You've got a power outage, those long winter nights. Now you've got the light went in where you need it the most. And you've got, remember, you're getting 3 of these tonight with the batteries included, only at HSN, exclusive to HSN.
Well, also, I was thinking too, maybe you have an RV, maybe you go camping, maybe you're tenting.
Idea.
Like, you might use them in the house because they're magnetic. You take them when you go out tenting or camping, you've got that extra light when you need it. Maybe it is walking the dog at night. That's so easy. You put it right where you have the leash and everything, and you grab it and go and walk the dog. Also, this is an interesting stat that I think is so crucial right now. Winter storms are the leading cause of power outages. Wouldn't this be great if your power goes out?
Absolutely.
You really have big light, not just little teeny light, but big filling.
I love it. This fills up the entire room. We're going to drop the lights again. I just want you to see. We brought our own closet. My friend Galen brought his closet from home, and, well, maybe not. But here's some, take a look. This closet is completely dark. I'm going to turn off we've got our other lights.
Well, the only thing is these lights are actually shining all the way over there.
Look at this. Watch what happens when I turn this light on. Look at that. Now you can see all the way to the other side of the closet. You've got, and up here, you can't even tell that there's another level to it. Look, now you can turn that light on.
Wait,
and
you know what, Matt, what they're not seeing is it literally is lighting up the whole closet.
It really is.
It's because we have really expensive cameras that need tons of light to be able to do their job right.
Look at that.
I am not kidding you. Even though it's not, so you're not seeing it home, I can see,
holy cow.
I can actually read the tag on this pair of Diane Gilman jeans.
And you can see the color of Diane, and if you want to, you could always take it with you, and there's that grab-and-go technology.
But I think on camera, unfortunately,
you can't really tell.
This literally looks like I have lighting running all the way across here on top of it. That's how much light you're getting. So if you think it's dark, it's not. And when you get it at home, you'll know that. We just can't handle showing you it completely perfectly here in the studio. But I really want you to know that. And like, look, if it didn't cover that whole closet, I'm the first one to tell you it's not going to cover the whole closet. But I really want to make that point clear because that is truly how bright. I can't believe how bright these are.
Again.
Now, another question though.
Oh, please.
Because it's using batteries, but with this new Cobb technology, it's just sipping power, correctly?
Yes. The Cobb LED is what makes Premier such a huge customer pick, and the Cobb LED is such a big thing. You know, Cobb LEDs are new technology. Basically, it means you'll never have to change a bulb, and it means it's going to sip the electricity. It uses less electricity and gives you more light. We all remember those old touch lights, right? And you touch the light and you get a wimpy amount of light, and then the batteries would die instantly, it seems. And well, this is the next generation. So when we talk about Cobb LEDs, there are a lot cheaper LEDs that you can get, but Premier uses the top of the line. That's why you guys love Premier. They give you the batteries. They give it all in one in this great, easy-to-use kit.
And also, Allison, can you tell me which is the most popular color? White, of course. Yeah, it makes sense. So here's your white. You have the 3-pack of white. You have the 3-pack of the black, or you have the 3-pack of the light gray. Here, the white are little, isn't that funny, guys? It's hard to see the white, isn't it? Because the lights are so bright, it's blowing out the white.
Look at that. You can turn those down a little better.
So there's your white set, your black set, or your gray set. And I know you're sitting there right now going, Yep, you're right. I can't see in my closet. You have those dark places. For me, I'll tell you what it is. It's my crafting area. I actually have a table. It's attached to the wall, and I have shelves right above it. So I would love extra light down on my crafting surfaces. Maybe it's your hobby area. Maybe it is in the garage. Maybe you do a lot of tinkering in the garage. You're building things, and you have that shelf, and you're like, gosh, if I could just have more direct light on that space.
Never enough.
Everything's so much easier. Oh, gosh,
That's right, exactly. No matter what kind of house you have, if you have apartments or if you're a renter, you're not going to pay money to have, don't put up with no light where you need it. You're not going to call an electrician. You're not going to have to drill holes. Whether you own or rent, this is that instant solution right out of the box. 3 instant solutions. I'm going to do the installation again because I went to installation college and this is what I studied. Watch. Peel. You ready? Uncle Fred, look. Peel. Now watch, I'm gonna stick it to this cabinet next to me. Any clean, dry surface, I can take this and all I have to do is press it. I can do that, Suzanne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it, I'm done. Now I have a light when and where I need it. This could be underneath the sink. This could be out on the patio, as long as it's a covered area. It's not rated for outdoors, but look at that, it's got a magnet on the back. Now you can take it with you wherever you want. This is just one of the 3 lights you're getting. You can put one in a car, put one next to the bed for an emergency light for those winter power outages. But this is that light when and where you need it. And I'm gonna say it, I think it's the most versatile light I've seen from Premier, and Premier, again, has brought us some amazing values.
And I've been very blessed to sell lots of portable lighting systems here at HSN. I think this is absolutely one of the most luminous. I really do. This one is the wow one. This is the one that is.
When we talked before the show,
I can't even look directly in it. It's that bright. Yeah.
It'll light up the room.
Oh, absolutely.
It really will.
Yeah. And it is that time of year. If you have a power outage, what are you getting? Candles or an old flashlight and the batteries don't work? This is awesome. And it's not using the power unless you have the door up.
Right.
So unlike, let's say a night light, which is constantly using the power, this, when you turn it on, it turns on. When you close it, it's done.
Easy
and I
peasy.
love the fact that if you've got that old dark closet and it drives you crazy, you never find anything in it, this is going to be that perfect solution. If you want the white, that is the number one most popular right now. So definitely take advantage of that. Matt, thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne.
This is awesome, awesome product.
Fun to launch new products with you. I love it.
All right, so that is the launch. Stay on the line for it. Mr. Adams coming up next. We've got a lot of special items designed just for you.
Oh, thank you, Susanna. Fabulous night here on HSN. Hope you're having a good weekend. We've got 3 hours together. Hopefully you'll stay and do some shopping with me. This first hour is actually really good because we're gonna do like a mixture in the kitchen. We're gonna do lots of after Christmas specials. Great deals that you'll only ever find one time while supplies last. And we'll start things off with a bang. Let's do it this day only. How about, instead of 1 slow cooker, well, the only thing better than 1 slow cooker is really 2 slow cookers. Now, if I do the math, if it's $24.95 for 2, that's $12.50, even less than per